You're spending all your energy trying to hack her phone, following her car, digging through her lies. You're playing detective, losing sleep, and slowly losing your mind. You think the answer that will save you is proof, a text, a receipt, a picture. You think if you just catch her, the pain will stop. But I am telling you today, stop asking if she cheated. The moment you start looking for proof of cheating, you've already lost. The real answer you need to find is something much darker, much deeper, and it's staring you right in the face. This is not about the act of betrayal. This is about the state of the relationship that made the act possible. I'm going to show you the two simple things you need to look for that prove the relationship is over regardless of whether she slept with someone else. You know the feeling, the knots in your gut. She comes home late, you ask her, "Where were you?" She says, "Oh, just out with the girls." You ask, "Which girls?" And she snaps. She calls you insecure, she calls you a terrible partner, and you, the man who is being betrayed, end up apologizing for asking a simple, honest question. You are playing a game you cannot win. You are playing detective in a relationship that is already dead. Here is the brutal, simple truth that will save you years of pain. The question, "Did you cheat?" gives her all the power. The answer is always a lie. The only question you should ever ask is, why did you stop respecting me? When a woman cheats, she doesn't just break a promise, she destroys a system. She destroys the respect that is the bedrock of your relationship. You don't need a picture of her kissing someone else to know that the respect is gone. You just need to look for the signs of contempt and the breakdown of your frame. If you are tired of being led around by your feelings, tired of being confused, and ready to see the world clearly, then you need to commit to this truth. We talk about the things that save men's lives, so do yourself a huge favor and hit that subscribe button right now. Don't wait for your life to fall apart to learn these lessons. The first thing to look for, instead of a secret text, is the firewall of secrecy and defensive anger. In a healthy relationship, the two people are on the same team. When you ask a simple question, you get a simple answer. When she's out, she tells you who she is with, not because she has to, but because she wants to share her life with you. Your trust is the natural flow between two people who are bonded. But when a woman starts building a firewall of secrecy, new passwords, phone face down, vague answers, and then protects that firewall with unjustified anger, the relationship is already over. Let's look at a man named Chris. Chris noticed his wife started putting a lock on her phone, which she never did before. When he asked her about it, she blew up. "It's my privacy. I can't believe you're asking me that. You're suffocating me." Chris retreated. He apologized. He spent the next 3 months trying to catch her, turning into a miserable, paranoid man. Chris was the loser in this story because he was focused on the wrong thing. He was looking for the cheat when he should have been focused on the anger. The anger was the proof. The fact that she would rather attack his character than give a simple, honest answer about her phone proves that the relationship of trust is dead. She was prioritizing her secret over his peace of mind. That is disrespect. And disrespect is the disease that kills the relationship, not the cheating itself. The second thing to look for, instead of a hotel receipt, is the shift from attraction to contempt. Cheating is just a symptom of a deeper rot, contempt. Contempt is when she looks at you and sees a weak man. She sees a joke. She doesn't respect your time, your words, or your needs. Think about a man named David. David's wife started criticizing his job, his clothes, the way he breathed. She was constantly mocking him to her friends. When he would try to initiate physical closeness, she would roll her eyes or make a disgusted noise. He ignored the contempt, thinking, maybe she's just stressed. Maybe if I'm nicer, it will stop. He should have realized that the contempt was the signal. A woman does not cheat on a man she respects. The cheating is the final act of a woman who has already decided you are low value. The moment she treats you like a servant or a child, she has already emotionally left the marriage. David was the winner in his story because he eventually woke up. He realized the contempt was so thick, it didn't matter what she was doing outside the house. He walked away because the feeling he got from her, the contempt, was the real betrayal. The moment you see that eye roll, that constant criticism, that utter disregard for your feelings, you have your proof. You have proof that your masculine frame is broken and that the relationship is worthless. Stop looking for the sex. Look for the disrespect. That is the real answer. If this idea is hitting you hard, if you're ready to stop being the guy who begs for the truth and start being the man who dictates reality, then don't wait. Subscribe to this channel right now. You need to learn how to rebuild your inner strength. The third thing to look for is the loss of your frame and purpose. This is the hardest truth to swallow. When she starts cheating, she is thinking, he has no standards. He has no purpose outside of me. Look at the story of John. John's wife started pulling away. John, terrified of losing her, made her his whole life. He stopped going to the gym. He quit his hobbies. He stopped working on his business. He started asking her what she wanted to do all the time. He thought he was being loving and available. Do you know what she saw? She saw a man who had made her his god. She saw a man whose life had zero purpose without her. When John finally found out she was having an affair with a guy who was always too busy for her, he was broken. He was the loser because he betrayed himself first. She cheated because John gave her a life with no challenge and no respect. He made himself small so he wouldn't lose her. You cannot cheat on a man who doesn't exist. John had deleted his own masculine frame and purpose. The only thing you need to look for is your own behavior. Are you prioritizing her happiness over your own mission? Are you begging for scraps of attention? Are you shrinking your life just to keep her comfortable? If the answer is yes, then she has already checked out. Her cheating is just the paper trail of a flight that you allowed to happen. The answer is not in her phone. It's in your spine. The moment you stop begging for a confession and start working on your purpose, that is the moment you win. You stop worrying about what she did and you start focusing on what you are doing. You stop asking, "Did you cheat?" And you say, "Your behavior is disrespectful. I am done." That is strength. That is frame. That is what she respects, and that is what she fears losing. You don't need proof of her betrayal. You need proof of your own unshakable worth. So here's the smart question I want you to answer in the comments below. If you know that the true betrayal is not the sex, but the loss of respect that led to the lie, does wasting your energy trying to get a confession mean you are betraying your own masculine frame? Drop your opinion in the comments section right now. I want to see how many of you are ready to stop playing detective and start living with dignity. Your thoughts help all the men here. And make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. We are going deeper into how to live a high-value life that no woman can disrespect.